Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Karen Volker, and I am the Director for Partnership and Violence Prevention. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the work that we've been doing in the field of violence prevention specifically. Most of you know that last fall we held several webinars related to the health approach to violence prevention, and that the health approach treats violence as a behavior which can be prevented and which acts and spreads in a contagious manner. And understanding it this way gives us opportunities, especially a grassroots network like URI, to use our influence within the communities to really interrupt and stop violence before it happens. And so we're very excited to be bringing this health approach to the network. And in addition to the online trainings, I want to tell you about some of the other things that we've done in person to support our local staff around the world. So, for example, in November, we did a training in Jos, Nigeria, in northeast Nigeria, and we trained several cooperation circles and several partner organizations. Recently, on March 21st, the people that were trained in Jos went on and held a training for, I'm told, 70 faith and religious leaders and some government officials in Plateau State in northern Nigeria. So this is very exciting. They have taken ownership over this approach and made it their own and are sharing it with other people in their community. I am speaking with Emmanuel and with Muse about what our next steps will be, and we are considering making the next activity, instead of having it be Nigeria focused, considering making that a regional West Africa training. So more news on that as the decisions are made, but this is what we've done and are doing in Nigeria. The second place where we did some in-person activities was in India. And Larissa Abaunza and I just came back from India at the end of February. And there we did two different things. One, we did a training on the health approach for Cooperation Circle members and other people from the URI network that in the health approach to violence prevention. And these people came from all over India and from Sri Lanka. And this was for our staff and CCs. So that was very exciting and well received. And those people are now discussing with our Asia team members how they can carry this forward. And we're talking to the Asia team about how we can support them in that effort. The second thing that we did in India was to do an intervention. We facilitated a workshop specifically addressing the violence in Manipur in northeast India. And to do this, our Asia team had identified and brought to Kolkata 10 people from different ethnic groups in Manipur to come for this workshop and learn the health approach, but also something that is called the third side, which was developed by Dr. William Ury, who was with the Harvard Project on Negotiation. And this is very much a community-based approach to conflict transformation. And we believe that it's very complementary with the health approach. So in this workshop, we facilitated the participants working together to identify ways that they could use their own networks and their own connections to try to get ahead of the violence in Manipur and stop it from happening. And that group is continuing to meet. We met with them just yesterday, and we'll be meeting with them in the coming weeks to support them in this effort to try to use their influence to try to prevent violence on the ground inside Manipur. So those are two exciting things that we have going in Asia, working with the Asia team and the India team. The next up on the agenda is Honduras. We received a grant from a very generous donor to do some work specifically in Tegucigalpa with a local nonprofit organization. And we're doing a training for them on violence prevention with a focus on gender-based violence. And that will take place in the middle of April, April 22nd. and Maria Crespo and Larissa will be going to Honduras together with our partner, Cure Violence Global, to conduct this training. And then finally, the place that we're thinking about doing some additional work is related to violence prevention specifically, is in the MENA region. And we are working with our MENA team to decide exactly what that looks like and when we will do that. But that'll be something that you can stay tuned for and learn more about in one of our future updates. So I hope you've enjoyed learning about the recent activities and upcoming activities with respect to violence prevention. And as always, I'm available to answer any questions if you have them. Thank you so much.